I'm Samuel Hoffman.
Hi, this is William Bowles.
And we're Ask the Agents. This is a tape segment today, and we're real estate agents at the Corcoran Group in New York City. Today we have a very special guest with us.
Super excited to introduce you to Althea Johnson. So Althea is principal of the Althea Johnson Agency, does property and casualty insurance. I have my own policy with Althea and her team, and we're super happy to have you.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Great. So tell our viewers a little bit about, well, how long have you been in business?
Well, I've been with Allstate Insurance for over 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and we're licensed to do business throughout the state of New York. We work primarily in the boroughs, Nassau and Suffolk counties, but we have clients, you know.
So that's New York City and Long Island primarily?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Exactly.
And what type of coverage can you help someone with?
Oh my gosh, we offer a wide range of coverages from homeowners, co-op condos, renters. We work with small to mid-sized businesses, providing things like general liability, workers' comp. We do supplemental benefits. So we have a pretty broad range of coverages that we offer to our clients. We really want to be that one-stop shop for our customers.
Okay.
Yeah, and we offer, you know, very individualized and personalized service.
And I will just add that I have had to file a claim before. I had a watch stolen from a gym here in the city, and was completely covered. It was a really seamless, yes, someone broke into my gym at Equinox and stole my watch. So, and it was great. It's great knowing your insurance agent personally, so you can get on the phone. She keeps everybody calm, right? And that was a really seamless process. So I thank you for taking care of that.
Amazing.
My pleasure.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the first question. Althea, I would love to know, what is the question that you get the most from clients, especially if we're talking homeowners in New York City? What are those questions you get the most?
One of the biggest questions I get would be in terms of their contents. A lot of people, when they're moving into a new place, they're just buying their first home, they're not sure how much contents coverage they really need. Many times, you know, whether it's a co-op or a condo, they will give them the requirements for what the building requires, but for their personal stuff, they have a lot of questions. So normally what we'll do is we'll walk them through a process, and, you know, based on the number of rooms that they're purchasing or leasing, we'll use a general calculator, and we'll kind of see if that meets their needs initially. And then we also let them know that as you move in and you upgrade, you buy new furniture, you know, it's not static, so you update as you need. And generally once a year we reach out and we'll say, you know, what's changed, and we'll update the coverage, and that way they know they have the coverage that they need in the event that there's a claim. And we generally recommend that they always go with a replacement policy.
Okay. So what does that mean, replacement policy?
Well, that means that, you know, if your suit you purchased 5 years ago and you had a covered loss, there's a fire, smoke damage, you need to replace it, you go out and get a brand new suit, as opposed to saying, well, that suit's 5 years old, you know, you paid X amount for it, so you've used it over those 5 years, and now it's only worth $100.
So shall I assume there's a difference in the premium based on the type of policy that you have, replacement versus
Yes, but it's very...
the old age suit
Yes,
policy? Okay.
yes, it absolutely is, but you know what, it's nominal. It is not a huge difference, so it's well worth it always to get replacement on your things, because, you know, things change and costs go up, and a lot of people generally underestimate the cost of what they have. And when something happens, they go, oh, what do you mean I don't have enough to get this, you know, replace what I have? And that's the worst situation, right? That's how insurance gets a bad rap, because if you don't purchase the right coverage, something happens and you're not covered, you're not so happy. Yeah, so we try to avoid those types of pitfalls by working with us. We make sure that you have the right coverage that you need in the event of.
All right, that makes sense. Samuel, did you have a question?
Althea, one other question for you. What's the craziest claim you've ever had from a client?
Well, I don't know about crazy. We have interesting claims every day. One claim that comes to mind right away was an insured that went snow shoveling with her wedding ring. Apparently, when she pulled the glove off or whatever, the ring must have fallen out. It was during one of those massive snowstorms that we had, and she lost her ring in the snow.
Wow.
So she went shoveling, couldn't find it, you know, went through a whole panic thing, called me up, and I said, okay, you're covered, it's gonna be fine. She's like, my husband cannot find out about this. I must find this ring. And she says, you know what, I call this company, they're coming over, they're called the Ring Finders. It's like, I've never heard of such a thing.
Ring finders.
The Ring Finders.
Really good information.
Future
So
guest,
they-
the ring finder.
Yes, must talk to these people. So they came out and they combed through with the metal detectors, the whole thing. Unfortunately, they did not find this ring.
I'm picturing them pulling out like 20 hair dryers to melt the snow.
And I'm thinking of my fiance now, never, ever,
Snow,
let me know.
yeah.
Right.
Never snow shovel.
So we could not find this ring. She was covered. We paid the claim. She got the ring replaced. She was very happy. So that, but again, it has to do
That's
with
amazing.
the right coverage
Coverage.
on the policy, because if she hadn't scheduled it, she'd be having a different
I was
conversation.
gonna say, yeah, that might be an interesting.
And I would guess when the underwriter called up and said, did they really look for that ring? And you're like, they really looked for that ring.
Yes.
We call ring finder.
They called Ring Finders. I will never forget that
It's a new
story.
company,
So,
I like
yes,
that.
yes.
Google that. But thank you so much.
Yes, so make sure you're properly covered. We're happy to talk with people and make sure that, we get them the coverage that they need, because who knows?
Absolutely.
That's awesome information, Althea. So Samuel, what else we got going on? We got
So July 4th is coming up this weekend. Well, it's actually next Tuesday, but this is the big July 4th weekend.
where are you going to be? What time?
I don't know yet. I know I'll be in Colorado.
So Samuel has this way. Whenever I ask him off camera, like, "What are you doing holiday?" I don't know, and then like literally, I'll get a text or a call like,
3
"Oh,
days.
I'm flying to the Bahamas tomorrow."
It's
You're
all
like
very
the king of last minute
It
trips.
is, and it's due to my parents. They are always instilling me last minute planning.
Jet setters?
Yes, absolutely. But no, last minute travel has just always been a thing. I would love to plan in advance, which I'm working my way towards, but I never know what I'll be doing. What will you be doing? Will you be in Connecticut?
I will be in Connecticut. Looking forward to getting a little bit of downtime for the July 4th holiday.
He has an amazing house. I'm waiting to get invited. See,
We need to do a show. Althea knows about my house
It
too.
is, looks
We need to
beautiful
do
with
a
all the pictures.
We need to do a show from the house one time. That would be fun.
It is stunning.
Yeah, so looking forward to some downtime. What are you doing for the 4th?
I'm actually probably going to be just hanging around the house. I'm actually going to be going up to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh,
right after the
very
Fourth.
nice. Oh, that's
so
great.
right after the craziness.
Very
I'm gonna
nice.
go for a couple
I've never
of
been.
days.
Is it nice?
Oh, it's awesome. You gotta
Really?
go.
So how do you get there from here?
It's a drive and a boat ride.
It's a journey.
You could fly, but we prefer to take the journey.
Yeah, why not
So,
take the journey?
yeah.
I like adventures.
Where,
Yes,
where in the
exactly.
vineyard are you going to be?
We are going to be at, oh my gosh, where do we always go? Not Edgartown, but we'll go to Edgartown too.
I've only ever been to Provincetown up there.
No,
I went
no,
once.
no.
That's like all the way at the end.
Yeah.
That really is.
I've never even
a
heard of
hike
it.
and a
Never
bike and a
been.
train and a plane. And,
Yeah, so we generally go up, normally we go later in the season, like after September.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful up there at this point, but this year we decided to go up a little bit
Early.
further.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So hopefully wherever you guys are out there, the weather will be amazing. It will be beautiful. Not too hot for all those people watching in Texas or wherever you're watching. I hope not too hot weather. 'Cause, get there. And
I would just like to throw in, if you're watching this right now, we would love it if you would give us some likes and some loves and some shares. That's really all we ever ask of you, right? We don't even ask you to work with us. We're going to ask you to consider working with Althea since she's our special guest today.
thank you.
But we love to doing this every week. Our goal is to add value and to answer your questions. We're going to be live again. Actually, we're going to be live again in 2 weeks because we're going to have a tape show, a special tape show, which we don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah, we don't know what we're
Just
doing.
wait. Something's going to be really great released on the 4th. But send us your questions. That's really the format of the show. It's, oh my God.
I've been singing that song for you
That-
all year.
oh, that's amazing.
He's a huge Katy Perry fan.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Perfect.
amazing music
Music.
over that. But send us your questions. Seriously, that's what we like to do. We like to answer your questions. We really thank you for coming and answering answering a couple of questions for us. So actually, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, they can always find me on the web. It's www.ajagency.net, and contact numbers there, email.
You can also reach out to either me or Samuel, and we'll connect you
We'll
with
connect you,
Althea.
absolutely.
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 This is
So,
awesome. Thank
yeah.
you guys
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thanks for
Absolutely.
being our second ever guest.
yes, yeah, very special, very special. We hope to have many, many more as well. And like William said, just just keep on liking, loving, sharing, and following for more info and more feedback. I'm Samuel Hoffman.
I'm William Bowles.
I'm Althea Johnson.
See you
and we'll
next
see you next
week.
week.
Bye.